back to my channel, and here we are going to be working on this problem, as we have here that the figure below shows the front view of a truncated hexagonal prism of base side 30 millimeters and axis 90 millimeters. So draw development of its lateral surface. I will take the question again. The figure below shows the front view of a truncated hexagonal prism of base side 30 millimeters and axis 90 millimeters. Draw the development of its lateral surface. Now, so this is the front elevation that we are given, or the front view that we are given. We have the height to be 90, and then so we have a semicircle here within this hexagonal prism, and the diameter of the semicircle is 50. The length of side of the hexagonal base of the prism is 30 millimeters, and then this cutting plane is inclined at an angle 60 degrees to the horizontal, while here it is inclined at an angle 45 degrees to the horizontal. So we are going to replicate this view for us to produce the surface development of this hexagonal prism. So let's see and look at how we can work this out. So the first thing that we have to do, so we draw a horizontal center line. So horizontal center line like this. Okay, so and then we go on and draw a vertical center line. A vertical center line. So we draw a vertical center line like this. Alright, so we have the vertical center line. Next that we are going to do, we take a measurement of 30 millimeters on the ruler. So for us to draw the hexagonal base, so we put the midpoint here, and then we draw a circle like this. Okay, so with the radius that we used to draw this circle, so put it at this point, and you make an arc up here and down, and then put it at this point also. So at this point, so make an arc here and make an arc here. Alright, so we are going to number this point. So I'm going to call this point, so this is point A here. So we have this point to the point B. So this is point C. So this point is point G. So this point is point E. And we have this point to the point F. So we are going to join this point together. So we join AB together with a straight line so that we can form the hexagon. Okay, so we also join BC together like this. So we join CD together. Then we join DE together. Then we join EF together. And then lastly we join FE together. Okay, so now, so the next that we are going to do is that, so from this point D here, so we draw a vertical line. We draw a vertical line. And from point A also, we draw a vertical line like this. Okay, so and then we come up a little bit and we draw a horizontal line like this. And then, so we take a measurement of 90 millimeters, so which is the height of the hexagonal prism. So this is 90, so we are going to draw a horizontal line, so through this. Okay, then the cutting plane that we have, for this side it is angle 60 degrees at angle 60 degrees to the horizontal, while for it is 45. So for that of 60, so take your 60 degree set square, so set it like this at this point here, at this point on the center line. So draw a line, so draw a line, so from this point, so to touch this side of the prism, like this, of the front elevation. Then we take the 45 degree set square, so we set in this direction also at this point, okay, and we draw a line. So we draw a line from this point like this. Alright, so we have this. So the next thing that we are going to do is that, so we take the compass. So we take the compass. So for us to draw the semicircle on the front elevation, for us to draw the semicircle on the front elevation. So the radius is 25, so the diameter is 50. So we put at this point and we draw a semicircle like this. So it goes like this. Okay, so we have the semicircle. So having drawn the circle, so the next thing that we are going to do is that we are going to, so for this point CE, so we draw a vertical line from this point, so which is for both C and E, so draw a vertical line. Okay, so then we come to this point also, so we draw a vertical line. Okay, alright, so this line, let's take it down. So let's take it down here, and this also, so let's take it down to this point. Alright, so we have this, and then so the next thing that I'm going to do, so with 30-degree side of my set square, so from this point here, so from this center here, from this point on the base, so I will draw a line, so to touch this semicircle, and I will do the same thing also on this side. So draw a line here to touch this semicircle. Alright, so then from this point I will draw a vertical line down here, and then from here I will draw a vertical line. Alright, so we have this. So the next thing that I'm going to do is that, so I'm going to number this point. So this point here, I will call it point 1. Okay, so that's point 1. So this point here, so this is point 1. So this point is point 2. So this point is point 3. So this point is point 4. Okay, so and then, so this point here, so I will also number this as point 1. This is point 2 and this is point 3. So that's how I'm going to number it. And then this point where the cutting plane touch this side, I will call this point, I will call it, so point L, M, okay, this is point N, so this is point O, and this is point P. So that's how I'm going to label this. So then I'm going to make this line, so this line here in the front elevation will be a thick line. So this line from here to here is a thick line. So why I'm making it thick line? Because you can see this corner, this corner, this corner, this corner. So that's why we are making it a thick line. So this line will also be a thick line, and this line will be a thick line. And then so we make this a thick line from here to here, and we also make this a thick line from here to here. Alright, so we have this now. So we now go for the surface development of this truncated hexagonal prism. So from this point down here, so we have to draw a horizontal line to this side. Okay, then this point 2 here, so we draw a horizontal line to this side, and from this point 3 we also draw a horizontal line to the right side, and from point 4, so we draw a horizontal line to the right side. So coming to this point L here, so we draw a horizontal line to this side, and point P, so we also draw a horizontal line to this side. So point M, so we draw a horizontal line to this side. So point O here, so we draw a horizontal line to this side, and lastly point N, so we just draw a horizontal line to this side. Alright, so we have this. So the next thing that we are going to do is that we are going to draw a vertical line. So here we draw a vertical line. Okay, so we are opening from this point, we are opening from here, so which is point A. So I will have A at this point. I will label this A and capital letter, A in capital letter. Then I'm going to we are going to be making six of the 6 surfaces, 6 rectangular surfaces of the prism to make it here. So that is 30, 30. So we take a measurement of 30 millimeters. This is 1, 2, then we have 3, so this is 4, and this is 5. And then lastly, so we have the 6th one here, so this is 6. So we are going to erect a vertical line on each of these points. So here we have, so draw a vertical line here. So here we draw a vertical line. So here we draw a vertical line. So here we draw a vertical line. Here we draw a vertical line. So and lastly, so here we draw a vertical line. Alright, so and then so after A, so we have F here. So this is F, and then this is E. So this point is D. So this point is point C, and this point is point B, and then we are back to A here. So let's get the point for this cut part here. So up here, so at this point here, so if you look at what we have here, so we have this point is point A, so A goes with L, and then so here we have what we have. Okay, so let me label it as, so we have A prime, and then so along this line we have what we have B, F, so prime prime, and for this we have what we have C prime and E prime, and then here we have what we have D prime here. Alright, so then so for L here is on A, so at this point, so we have this point to go to the point L. So this is point L, and then we also have L here. So I call this one, I will call it L prime here. So next we have what we have that of, this is point F, which goes with that of M here. So M so is on F here. So okay, so and then it also goes with that of B. Okay, it goes with that of B. So at this point here, so at this point, follow this line. So here we have M at this point. So this is M. Okay, and it goes with B again. So we have this point. So we call this one, we call it M prime. Okay, so next we have what we have that of O. So at this point, it goes with that of E and C. So we have E here, and then this is point O here. So we have O here, and it goes with that of C. So at this point, we are going to have O prime here. Okay, so next we have that of P. So P, that goes with D. So where do we have D? We have D at this point, and this is where we have what we have. Okay, so we have D here. So this is where we have, so this is point P. But what about that of N? What about that of N? If you look at this N, is in the middle. So it's the middle of BF and CE. BF and CE. So we have to get that. So we are going to take the compass. So you have to make use of the compass. So then so we put it at B here, or at CE, or at BF. So from BF, so extend it to this point here. Okay, expand to the center here for us to get this point N. So that's what we want to do. So where do we have F? We have F at this point. So we just break this into two. So make an arc here. So we have what? We have B, we have C. So at this point, so it is what? It is okay. Alright, so we put it here at C here. Put at C here. And then we make an arc here at this point. Okay, so then we are going to erect a vertical line at this point. Okay, so and then we also erect a vertical line here. Alright, so at this point here, so we have N at this point, and at this point here, so we are going to have so this is it. So we have N prime here. Alright, so let's join this together so that we can know that we are done with this. So we join this together with a straight line, and then so we join this together with a straight line. Then we join NO together like this. So based on what we have here, so and then we join OP together. Join OP together like this. Then we join PN prime together. PN prime together. Then we join N prime O prime together like this. And then we join O prime M prime together. And then lastly here, so we join M prime L prime together like this. Alright, so we are done with that part. Okay. Alright, so what we have left here, sorry, there's a mistake here. So I mistakenly I'm supposed to put it at B here. So I put it, okay, I'm supposed to put it as C and make the arc here. I made it here, so this is not correct. So this is not okay. Alright, so I'll just clean it like this. So I didn't pay attention to that. Alright, so I will clean this line. Okay, so I will also clean this line like this. Alright, so this line is supposed to be here. So that measurement, I think I still have it. This is it. Okay, so I'll just put it here. So this is where we are supposed to have that end. Alright, so I'm going to draw a vertical line here. Alright, so the end prime, so the end prime is supposed to be on this side. So here we have end prime here. So this is where it's supposed to be. Alright, so we just need to join this together. So we connect, so P and O prime together. So this is how it's supposed to be. And then we join O prime with M prime. So it goes like this. And then, so we join M prime together. So we see how it will look when I'm done. Alright, so this is how it's supposed to be. Alright, so now, so the next thing that we are going to do is that of this semicircle. So we have it in two places. Okay. So for BF, so we have BF here. So BF at this point. So we need to locate this point. So so this midpoint that we have here, that is for N, so we have already located it. So let's call it, so this is, alright, so I have N here at this point, okay, and I also have N at this point here. So let's put them down here. Alright, so then what I'm going to do now is to locate other points. So from this point here, so we extend it to BF, so which is also the same as that of CE. So we put it at this point here. Okay, so this is F and this is E. So we have that distance. So that distance is already there. Okay, so so the one that we are going to get now, so we already have F at this point. So we have E at this point. Okay, then we also have C at this point, and we have B here. So what we are going to do now is to locate this point at 1. Okay, this point 1, and then this serves as what? This serves as it serves as, this is 2. Sorry, so this is 3. Sorry, this is 3, and then so that is 3, and then this also. So this is 3, so we have 3 here, so 3 on both sides, this is also 3, and this is also 3 here, okay, so then this one is 4, so we have 4 here, and we also have 4 here, okay, so it means that of 2, so that of 2, so from this point we extend to where we have 2 here. So we have 2 here, so we put it at this point, N here. So that is 4. So we have, make an arc here, and we also make an arc here on this side. So we put it here also, we make an arc here, and then we also make an arc here. Alright, so this is 2, 2. So this is point 2, and this is point 2. So this is 2, and this is 2. And lastly, we have that of 1. So from this point, so we extend to 1. So we extend to 1. So from this point end here, this is point 4. So we have 1 here. And we also turn to this side, we have 1. So putting it here, so we have 1 at this point, and we also have 1 here. Alright, so this is point 1, and this is 1, this is 1, and this is 1. So we are going to erect vertical line. So we are not doing that for that of 1. So just do it. So for that of 2, so it touches this point on 2, on line 2, horizontal line 2, and also do it here for horizontal line 2. Okay, and that of 3, so we do it for line 3 to touch horizontal line 3, and then sorry, okay, this is for 2, this is for 2, sorry, so I've made a mistake there. Alright, so this is for 2, and then this is also for 2. Okay, so the points are this. So for point 1, so we have this point. So for point 2, we have this point. So we are following the horizontal line that we have here. So this is horizontal line 1, and this is horizontal line 2. With the vertical line 2, they intersect there. So this is horizontal line 1, this is horizontal line 2, and then here we have what? We have 3. This point we have 4, and then we also have 3 at this point. Then come here also. So this is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. At this point we have 4. So here we have 3. At this point we have 2. At this point we have what? We have 1. So we join this together. So using the French curve. So we join like this. Okay. So turn it to this side. Alright, so we have that. So and then on this side, so we also do the same thing. Okay, so then last thing that we have to do, so make this line a thick line. So we also make this line a thick line. So this line at this point, so make the thick line like this. So at this point C here, make this line a thick line. So at this point D, so make this line a thick line. At this point E, make the thick line, and also we also make this a thick line. Then from here to here is a thick line. So this line is a thick line from here to this end, and then from here to this point is a thick line. So this is how the surface development looks, as simple as I've done it. Thank you, and God bless you.